Welcome back to Summertime Sandwiches, where I make sandwiches that fit the vibes of summer. Today we got a Green Goddess chicken sandwich, and my god was this good. Now, fun fact, green is my favorite color, but that's not why I made this. I made this because the Green Goddess sauce alone is just incredible. Plus, the cucumber, microgreens, and avocados give this sandwich a very light and fresh texture and taste to it. So if you haven't made a Green Goddess sauce / dressing, then you're missing out. If you came over to my house, this is what I'd make for you. This is a Chipotle glazed chicken burger, and believe it or not, I got this idea from a catering company that I regularly go to eat. In fact, the staff have called me a regular at this place, which is such an honor, because when you call yourself a regular at a place, that's weird. Hey, I'm a regular here, I'll get my usual order, please. No, piss off. Let the staff and employees there call you a regular themselves, so it's more genuine and real. Fun fact, you can make insanely good ribs without a smoker or a grill. You might think you need those two things to make a good rack of ribs, but you don't. Yes, a smoker and a grill can give your ribs a nice smoky and char flavor, but a lot of people don't have a smoker and a grill. So this is where your oven shines. All you need to do is make a seasoning rub for your ribs, and then while they're cooking, you make a glaze for your ribs. When your ribs are almost done, you brush the glaze onto the ribs and then set the oven to broil to have that glaze stick and gain a crust for your ribs. For maximum flavor, make sure you glaze them a few times. This is a balsamic glaze recipe, and you guys gotta try this out. You know what I got asked recently? What does my dream life look like? Or essentially, what would my life look like if I won the lottery? Well, for starters, nobody would know. There may be hints, but rule number one when winning a lottery, you never tell anyone. It doesn't matter who it is. But essentially, I would disappear. Maybe live in the mountains, maybe have my own business, have a good team to work with me, and have a real good relationship with my employees. No drama, no bullshit, and we'd have a high level of communication and trust. A work environment that's not toxic and draining. If your chicken sandwich doesn't look like this, I don't want it. This has got to be probably one of my all-time favorite sandwiches that I've ever made. It was a lot of work to make, but it was definitely worth it. Now, this is not my recipe. This is Men with the Pots recipe from YouTube, and I was just mesmerized when I first saw this sandwich. I have made this before, but it was a super long time ago, and I feel like you all deserve to know about this sandwich. Men with the Pot calls this a burger, but I call it a sandwich because there was no ground chicken involved. If you want a sandwich to be considered a burger, the meat that you're using has to be grounded up. It can be a little weird when it comes to defining the difference between a burger and a sandwich, but burgers are a category of a sandwich. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. If you're a fan of pulled pork, this is for you. This is hands down the best pulled pork sandwich I've ever had. And to make this sandwich even better, we're going to use the braising liquid as a dip for our sandwich. Because I don't know about you, but I haven't seen a pulled pork dip sandwich yet. Which is very odd to me because there should be something like this already. I mean, what else are you going to do with the liquids that you braise the pork in? Throw it away? Get the fuck out of here, you psychopath. This is tenderism at its finest. Speaking of tenderness, this pork was braised for 4 hours and it's complemented with some pickles, chipotle barbecue mayo, and an apple coleslaw. Making this sandwich got me thinking of Texas barbecue, because Texas barbecue is crazy good. Did you know that there are 2 different kinds of lobster rolls? The one you're seeing is the Connecticut style lobster roll, while the other kind is the Maine lobster roll, where the lobster is cooked, chilled, and then mixed with a mayo-based dressing. The Connecticut style is cooked and served in butter to enhance the natural sweetness of the lobster. Hear me out on this. You make this peanut butter mushroom miso ramen bowl that's been garnished with green onions, soft-boiled eggs, and bean sprouts. For this recipe, we're going to be using creamy, shiitake, and oyster mushrooms. By using these 3 mushrooms, you get a mixture of earthy, robust flavor from the creamy, umami from the shiitake, and a delicate, tender texture from the oyster mushrooms. We'll also marinate some chicken for some time, and then poach it for a tender and moist texture and taste. By doing all this, you'll get a rich, harmonious, comforting bowl of ramen. Listen to this idea. You make Eric Kwan's infamous fried chicken and add to a sandwich with gochujang mayo, coleslaw, and pickles. Eric's fried chicken alone is already one of the best tasting things you'll ever have, but with the sandwich, it just goes to another level. Now, I must confess, I was not able to find vinegar powder for the chili oil and the Evercrust for the dry dredge, but I did get MSG, which, in case you don't know what that is, it's a compound which gives your food a savory umami flavor. Now, I didn't know this, but MSG is naturally found in tomatoes, cheese, and mushrooms. Hear me out on this. French onion soup rigatoni with braised shredded beef. Does that not just sound insanely good? I'm not exaggerating when I say this is probably the best thing I've ever made. It's so rich in flavor, and I honestly think I outdid myself on this one. This is the perfect Sunday recipe that will for sure kill any of your Sunday scaries. Instead of feeling sad that the weekend is over and such, you'll be happy and feeling good about going into the week. And I can just envision a bunch of you all making this recipe. As for me, this is a rare 10 out of 10 recipe. Highly recommend.